Here's one of the templates that we have created, and it looks pretty much identical to yours. Obviously, when you first launch it, you'll see we have a section here for the calendar. On the right hand side, you see a section for school links. All these stuff, like for the links, for example, you can change them. So if there's some links that you're not going to use at your school or it's not relevant to your school, you can remove them or add some. On the left hand side, this one's called the left navigation. Anytime you create a list, a library, a page, those will show up here on the left hand side. When you create one of them, like the first item, a section or heading called recent will show up, and it's only going to display 5 items at a time. So if you create number 6 and it doesn't show up, don't think that it wasn't created. It's just it's only displaying 5. We have videos, and later on I'll go more in depth on how to edit the links. It's really simple. So you can remove the recent heading. It doesn't matter if you rename it, it's still going to show 5, but you're more than welcome to add another heading and move those links up to that heading, and then it'll display all of them. But recent's only going to display 5. And at the top here, it's called the top link bar. Anytime you create a subsite, it's going to automatically show up here. And later on, I'm going to show you guys how to create a subsite, how to delete a subsite, how to manage them, and I'm going to show you how to create a drop down. Basically, you're just creating a subsite within a subsite. There's 2 different ways of doing this, but we want you guys to use this method because if you don't, and you create a subsite by themselves, it could get really long, and it's only gonna, depending on the resolution, you'll have users that will need to scroll to the right to see them all. To give you a quick example of what not to do, I think Freedom had it. So you see they're showing some here, and then if you scroll all the way to the right, you'll get to see testing and then the search box. Alright, we gave you a section here for announcements. It's a great area to put, there's a meeting today, any quick announcements that you guys want everybody to see. Going back to the subsites, try to only put information on the main page that pertains to everybody. And then if you're middle school or high school, you have a lot of athletic events. That would be a great idea to create a subsite for the athletic department and add all those events and all that information in that subsite. So, for example, the school calendar won't be full of just sporting events, because that could pretty much fill the entire calendar itself. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see there's a school calendar, school documents, and school images. Anything that says school, that's what we call a permanent library. I'm going to go more into detail on this later. Like I said, I'm just going to do a quick overview. Anything that says shared documents, that is a temporary library. Any files in that library gets deleted before the start of the next school year. Permanent library does not, and I'll touch more on that later on. We have created lots of videos on how to connect or sync your school calendar to your Outlook on your computer, so it makes it easier to drag and drop events so you don't have to create every single event one by one. When you're doing that, try to only do from this school year or this month forward. Try not to add every single event that was in the past. You mean like a reoccurring event? That will still carry over. Yep. Once, I'll give you a demonstration later, but once you have that event selected on Outlook and you click and drag it over, it will ask if you want to copy just that occurrence or the entire series. So if it's a recurring event, just select copy series, and it's going to do everything. Yes. Let's see what else. Trying to think of what else I could show you really quick. If you want to look at any of the libraries that were created, in case they're not showing here on the left navigation, there is a site content link on the left hand side. You could just click on that and it's going to show you everything that has been created. So on here you have your school images, school links, school calendar, newsletter, and all the other libraries. For you guys that might not show the new sticker, we created it, I believe it was yesterday. The good thing is if you create one now, it's easier to find because it's going to be the only one that's going to say new on there.